Um, Assalamu alaikum, Sat Sri Akal, Namaste, good evening, good morning, depending on which of you is in which time zone. I am live right now from Karachi, and I loved the little video that what was presented just now for the pains and the challenges that the city is going through right now. I want to really milk my time with you all for everything that it's worth. And I chose a very beautiful story that I wanted to share. I'm not a historian, and a lot of this legend has been passed down orally. Some parts of it have been documented. मुझे ये कहानी recently मेरे उस्ताद ने सुनाई, और मुझे बहुत ही, जैसे कहते हैं ना, दिल को छुई. So I thought it would be the perfect story to share with this community and to present at this volume's दास्तान गोई. ये कहानी हमें लेके जाती है way back to our roots. I know that the subcontinent, and you all know that the subcontinent has the richest legacy of music, and art, and culture, from language to poetry to you name it. I mean, like खाना पीना पहनना, textile. हमारे बहुत से बड़े बड़े इस रीजन के जो नाम हैं, उन्होंने musical breakthroughs for humankind achieve kiye, and they left us with so many gifts. One of them, who this story kind of revolves around, is Mia Tansen, who needs absolutely no introduction. But I will very briefly tell anyone who might not know. Tansen is responsible and credited for एक बहुत ही rich archive जो कि रागास की compositions की उन्होंने सिर्फ हमें विरसे में नहीं दी, बल्कि पूरी दुनिया के लिए एक as a science and as an art music को दे के गए. जो मुझे मेरे उस्ताद ने कहानी बताई वो कुछ ऐसे जाती है कि मियां तानसेन, जो कि 1562 onwards बादशाह अकबर के दरबार में कोर्ट म्यूजिशियन थे, और उनको खिताब दिया गया था. पहले सबसे पहले मियां का खिताब, एंड उसके बाद फिर बादशाह अकबर started calling him one of his navratans. Nav का मतलब नौ और रतन का मतलब gem. तो the 9 gems, 9 jewels of his court, he was one of them. और जब उनको गाते हुए बादशाह अकबर सुनते थे, तो he would be so enamored, वो इतनी एक खुमार में चले जाते थे कि उन्होंने फाइनली अकबर ने पूछा तानसेन से कि आप अगर खुद इतना जादू फैलाते हैं और इतना नशा है और इतना रस है आपकी आवाज में, तो वो कौन होंगे जिन्होंने आपको सिखाया? So Emperor Akbar wanted to know about Tansen's teacher, and उनके जो उस्ताद और गुरु थे वो थे स्वामी हरि दास. जब उनसे पूछा गया, जब मियां तानसेन से पूछा गया कि आपके टीचर जो हैं वो उनको सुनने की ख्वाहिश रखते हैं बादशाह अकबर, तो तानसेन ने कहा कि मेरे उस्ताद जो हैं वो किसी के लिए भी नहीं गाते और वो किसी से नहीं मिलते, और उनको सुनना जो है वो बहुत मुश्किल है, तकरीबन नामुमकिन है. सिर्फ एक सूरत बन सकती है, और वो ये है कि अगर बादशाह सलामत अपने जो लिबास है उसको बदल के और आम कपड़ों में, आम हुलिये में बादशाह के तौर पे नहीं, लेकिन एक आम इंसान की तरह आई गेस एक तरह से भेस बदल के मेरे साथ चले, तो हम जाके कोशिश कर सकते हैं और शायद आपको उनको सुनने को मिले। बादशाह अकबर अग्रीड, और वहाँ से मियाँ तानसेन और बादशाह अकबर ड्रेस्ड एज ऑर्डिनरी पीपल निकल पड़े और रवाना हुए आश्रम की तरफ, जो कि जंगल में था, स्वामी हरिदास का। जब वो सफ़र काट के वहाँ पहुँचे और तानसेन को उनके उस्ताद ने पहचाना और उनसे मिले इतने अरसे बाद, तो he did not know that the Emperor Akbar is with Tansen. He thought it's some ordinary companion. और उनको देख के उन्होंने कहा कि तुम मुझे कुछ गा के सुनाओ, इतने सालों बाद तुम मेरे से मिल रहे हो। Tansen wanted his teacher to sing for the emperor so that the emperor could have the privilege of listening to him. And Tansen knew that it's very difficult to get him to sing. So तानसेन ने जब अपना गीत शुरू किया और परफॉर्म करना शुरू किया, तो जानबूझ के बीच में एक गलती की, और उनको पता था अपने उस्ताद का। वो आंखें बंद करके सुन रहे थे, और जैसे ही गलती आई जो कि इंटेंशनल थी, तो उनके गुरु ने गलती पकड़ ली और उन्होंने करेक्ट करने के लिए खुद गाना शुरू कर दिया। When Swami Haridas started singing, it is fabled that the whole jungle, tamam parinde, janwar, haryali, everything went into a trance. And not just that, of course, Badshah Akbar bhi उसी नशे में और उसी ट्रांसेंडेंटल एक्सपीरियंस में पाए गए। So when he was done, they bid farewell and went back. And upon arriving back at the court, बादशाह अकबर ने तानसेन को वापस बुला के कहा कि ये कौन सा राग था जो कि आपके उस्ताद ने सुनाया। And Tansen said, ये मैं आपको बहुत दफ़ा सुना चुका हूँ। He said, please perform it for me. And Mia Tansen started singing the same composition. वो सुनने के बाद बादशाह अकबर को जैसे तलब होती है उस ट्रांस की, उस एक्सपीरियंस की, he wanted to recreate it, वो फिर से उसको relive करना चाहते थे। And when he requested Tansen to sing and heard him, he said, उस्ताद तो वो तुम्हारे हैं, राग भी वही तुम गा रहे हो, लेकिन आज मुझे वो वाली खुमारी नहीं फील हो रही, तो क्या फ़र्क है। और इसका जवाब मियाँ तानसेन ने उनको दिया कि बादशाह सलामत, विद ऑल ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट, फ़र्क सिर्फ ये है कि आप मुझे बुलाते हैं और आपके हुक्म पे मैं गाता हूँ, और मेरे उस्ताद जब हमारे सामने गा रहे थे तो ना वो किसी बादशाह के लिए गा रहे थे, ना वो किसी को सुनाने के लिए गा रहे थे। वो जब गाते हैं तो he sings for his connection, his love to divinity. वो खुदा के लिए गाते हैं, और his aim is to sing to be more connected to the divine. He sings for God. And so ये कहानी मेरे उस्ताद ने मुझे कुछ अर्सा पहले सुनाई, and it has really really stayed with me. मैं जब छोटी थी तो उस्ताद या गुरु मुझे मिलने से पहले मैं गाना शुरू हो गई थी, और फिर टाइम गुजरता गया, I started singing professionally, I started performing, and बहुत लेट इन लाइफ, आफ्टर अ गुड डेकेड ऑफ माई प्रोफेशनल करियर, इतने सारे गाने रिकॉर्ड करने के बाद, इतने सारी परफॉर्मेंसेस और कॉन्सर्ट्स के बाद, इतने सारे काम के बाद, मुझे फाइनली इस साल ड्यूरिंग लॉकडाउन जाके अपने गुरु मिले. And I feel like I have been born again. मुझे काम करने का तो बहुत मौका मिला, गाने गाने का भी बहुत मौका मिला. मुझे कभी समझ नहीं आती थी जब लोग मेरे से पूछते थे कहाँ से सीखा, कैसे सीखा, किस तरह से रियाज करती हो, और ये सारे क्वेश्चंस अबाउट ट्रेनिंग और ये तो where did you study music, how did you learn, who did you learn from, and I never used to have an answer. तो मेरा जवाब हमेशा होता था I'm self taught, which was the truth. लेकिन फिर it would leave me with a sad feeling in my heart, and I just kept hanging on to this thing that they say when the student is ready the teacher appears. तो इतने साल जब तक मुझे मेरे उस्ताद नहीं मिले थे, गाना तो मैं गाती रही, लेकिन all that time I guess the story touched me because I had nobody to guide me or hold my hand but God. And I guess that's where I have managed to give performances from the soul. I can even now tell जब मैं अपना काम सुनती हूँ या देखती हूँ कि कहाँ पे मैं किसी के कहने पे या किसी ऑब्लिगेशन की वजह से मैंने कुछ रिकॉर्ड किया या गाया, और कहाँ पे मैं दिल से गा रही थी, मेरी रूह गा रही थी. So ये it's just kind of sort of like a very beautiful special story to me because teachers are very important, and my teacher doesn't even know I'm telling this story today. I don't think he's here. I don't think he's here, but मैं आज कराची पहुंची हूँ and I'm very very happy because I'm going to see him soon. And मुझे लगता है कि मैं अभी नई पैदा हुई हूँ because I feel like I've gone back to the point where I started, और अभी तक मैं शायद अंधेरे में लड़खड़ा रही थी और अपना रास्ता ढूंढ रही थी और गाती चली जा रही थी, और बस I guess खुदा की तरफ से my wish has been granted, and so I'm very grateful for that. And when there is no guiding light in our life, I feel like that's when our connection with divinity forms, and we find the way back to our true self. So that's a little bit about the spirituality of the craft that I practice, that has given me so much, that is the reason we are connected today, and getting a chance to meet in this lovely way. That's about it.
Thank you, Meesha, so much. It's really incredible, Nake. Like the last couple of months has really made it so we have to kind of go back and rethink कि हम हैं कौन, हम क्या करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. I know we have been doing this. We were in Pakistan for like 5 months, and that was the longest time I spent in Islamabad, and that's kind of where this whole concept came from. Me and William had no idea about doing events online, about doing all of these things. So it's really incredible to kind of see from you as well, okay, how many people are going through this where we didn't really realize, okay, what is this reality that we're kind of living in, and how we kind of have to spend some time with ourselves, जो ज़्यादातर हम लोग करते नहीं है. हम लोग बाहर चले जाते हैं, we occupy ourselves with something else. And the beauty of this story is it really shows the importance of passion, and kind of driving deep into really bringing out your purpose and your kind of love.
आपका existential खोज जिसको कहते हैं ना, ये who am I, what have I come here for, what is my purpose, what do I want to leave behind. ये बहुत बड़े सवाल हैं, they sound kind of cliched, लेकिन सारी human philosophy इनके अंदर rooted है. Who am I? And जो चीज़ मैं अक्सर लोगों को कहती हूँ कि जब आपको इस सवाल का जवाब ना पता हो तो बैठ के सोचें कि बचपन में सबसे ज़्यादा शौक से और नेचुरली आप क्या करते थे जब when you felt excited and elated, because बचपन में जो चीज़ वो आपका ट्रू सोल पर्पस होता है. And that is oftentimes tragically kind of sort of like conditioned out of you. Your path is diverted by all these influences: ghar pe, ghar ke bahar, society, schooling, formal education, family. Everybody has opinions. You start absorbing them. If anybody is ever looking to go back to what they really came here for, तो ये एक बड़ी अच्छी पर्सनल और इंटीमेट रिसर्च है. हाँ, and the journey starts from going back. तो
100%.
आप बैठ के इस बारे में अगर सोचें, we can all answer that question and recall, क्योंकि वो the magic that is trying, or the talent or the gift or the purpose that is trying to express itself through you is was there when you were a child. So अगर आप भूल गए हैं, जो कि हम सब भूल जाते हैं, तो उसको वापस याद करना हमारा सबसे बड़ा फर्ज है, बिकॉज उसी में जिसको आजकल इट्स ट्रेंडिंग सो मच कि जी सेल्फ लव, सेल्फ केयर, अपना ख्याल रखें और अपने आप को नर्चर करें और अपने आप को
टाइम निकालें. जो हम we get busy in everyday lives. Now we're forced to kind of stay at home. Everyone's working from home. So, you get into this sphere where you have to do this. Meesha, we have a couple of questions actually from the audience. Which the first one is, what was the rag in the story?
So the reason I didn't name the rag is because there are there's conflicting information about that. This story is set between the year 1493 to about 1560. So isme formal documentation, unless some historian can, although I am very curious, I might just go digging, but is wajah se maine rag specify nahi kiya, because I didn't want to sort of misinform anyone, and I am humbly not a historian. Aur ye bahut purani documentation hai. As I said, these stories have gone down and passed on largely verbally, and then documented, but the documentations are conflicting. So
we leverage the fact that we have over 200 and something people with us live right now. Okay, aap hamare liye ye dhoond dein, from leverage the fact that we're crowdsourcing the answer for this, and hopefully someone's able to kind of answer this on the chat for us.
Yes, maybe there's somebody cultured and informed who can enlighten us. I would love to know. Tansen was renowned, as was of course his teacher, for many rags that made the animals in the forest sing and dance. Or rag Deepak, I think जब वो गाते थे तो flames would combust themselves. और इस तरह की, अब जाहिर है आजकल की हमारी बहुत फिजिकल एविडेंस बेस्ड दुनिया में ये सारी चीजें जो हैं ये जरा mystical लगती हैं सोच के, but I do 100% believe in them, because everything is energy and vibration, and I think with that kind of focus, and I mean with that kind of focus and passion, when the human mind applies itself, really miracles and magic can happen. मतलब मेरा नहीं ख्याल कि तानसेन जब बैठ के गाते थे या कंपोज करते थे तो उनको ये डिस्ट्रैक्शन होती थी कि अच्छा जरा मैं देखूं कि फेसबुक पे लेटेस्ट अपडेट कितने लगाए हैं और
कितने लाइक्स मिले, कितने शेयर्स हुए हैं,
लास्ट रिलीज के जो है व्यूज कितने बढ़ गए हैं, और मैं जरा फोन चेक कर लूं फिर वापस आके काम करता हूं. So that kind of focus is directing your attention. The human mind body machine is really a point of magic, because it is basically the meeting world of what is unseen, which is our imagination and what we conceive, and then what is seen in the physical world, and we bring both of that together, because imagination, I feel, is the reason हमें शायद अशरफुल मखलूकात कहा जाता है, because we can imagine and bring things into being. We've been gifted that power. A tree cannot imagine themselves to grow up and become a doctor, for example. It will always be a tree, you know.
सोच के डॉक्टर बना देता आज आज मुझे
So,
पता था कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ.
so imagination, focus, attention, and loving attention towards a craft or a purpose or a drive can really move mountains. And I do 100% believe that names like Mia Tansen's must have definitely been responsible for these miracles. I have no doubt.
Meesha, last question for you before we kind of go on. Who else inspired you in your singing other than your Ustad?
Other than myself.
Other
You
than
know,
your Ustad, not yourself. Your Ustad.
my Ustad, I've just met my Ustad.
So उससे
Less,
पहले who was? Oh, it
less,
was your Ustad. Okay.
less than a year ago. Yeah, that's what I was saying. And the universe and serendipity go as such कि मैं सारी जिंदगी मेरी परवरिश मैं पैदा हुई सारा कुछ born and raised in Lahore इधर सबकॉन्टिनेंट में मैंने इतना ट्रैवल किया I was so deeply rooted मेरी सारी मतलब upbringing यहाँ की है सारा influence यहाँ का है and South Asian I'm drenched in South Asian culture लेकिन यहाँ रहते हुए मुझे कभी उस्ताद नहीं मिले. And when I moved all the way across the world to the other side of the globe, which was 2 years ago, thak karke, I found my guru who lives in my home city. So timing is everything, and the universe always has a plan. We just have to trust. But as far as my inspiration goes, I think music itself inspired me from a very young age. I was exposed to it. There was a lot of music patronage in my family, or with a wide spectrum of listening and genres from everything from Qawwali and the great Pathan Khan, Khan Saab, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan Saab, Abda Parveen ji, Reshma, who I later on went to have the honor of covering, folk music. Dusra phir, then I was in from a trilingual household, so there was a lot of English influence, Western music influence as well, and that all kind of got absorbed in unconsciously without realizing it. That's how children pick up on things, right? It just resonated with me. और मुझे वही जो मैं कह रही थी बचपन में जो म्यूजिक जिस तरह से मुझे खींचता था और बुलाता था अपनी तरफ उसके साथ बस मैं जुड़ी हुई हूँ तब से. I'm joined very strongly connected to it, and I always have been. और फिर उसके अलावा ये कि मैंने किसी को luckily घर पे हमारे बहुत freedom भी हमने enjoy किया to make our own life decisions, but किसी की खास सुनी भी नहीं, किसी की opinions के like I never went after like things like financial security or tension or day job ले लें और ये कर लें और वो कर लें. But just kept going and kept singing, and I was like अच्छा देखी जाएगी. The important thing is to follow your passion. It really is. It really is.
Meesha, thank you so much. I want to show the picture that you shared with me because
please do. I love that.
Meesha actually shared a picture with us that kind of showcases the scene जहाँ पे उनकी story जो उनकी दास्तान थी was taking place. So let me just open that in 1 second. And then we'll start, we'll go to the next kind of video and we'll start. So just to kind of show you guys, this is the scene of the story.
Yeah.
And it's just so beautiful. Like pure jo, like you're seeing the whole forest. It's so beautiful.
See, this is, that's Mia Tansen in the middle, in the center. And behind him is Emperor Akbar, Badshah Akbar, जो कि वैसे by the way in this artist's depiction मेरी राय में तो खासे बादशाह लग रहे हैं.
Yeah, he still does.
हाँ मतलब I think by his standards he's dressed cash. और and then Swami Haridas seated with his Tanpura, I believe, और जंगल के सारे जो जानवर हैं और सारी हरियाली है, that is just vibrant, and there's like thunderous clouds in the back, and that's another thing. Speaking of clouds, Mia Tansen was also famous for you know, making it rain when he would sing certain बरसात के राग, तो बारिश शुरू हो जाती थी.
I'm gonna share this after the everything is done. I'm gonna share this image because it's actually stunning. जो इतनी जो detail में उन्होंने दिखाई हुई है. I'm
Yeah.
really excited for everyone to kind of see this. Meesha, thank you so much.